Hey guys, Breakman79 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 2, The Throne of Bhaal. When we last left off, we had destroyed Abzagail, the dragon, and now we're going to...
helping others and doing good things.
We could go to Sendai's Enclave, but I think I want to check out Watcher's Keep, because I completely missed it in the first game. Let's see what happens.
I'm waiting very well.
I seem to recall these guys were here before and they said, nope, can't come in, you're too low level. I think.
As always, the pleasure is mine.
Please, Myra, we Knights of the Vigil are in desperate need. I beg you to return to Odrin and tell him you will help us.
I don't usually speak to the likes of you, but...
On a most
hello.
final mission. How about this guy?
I greet you once again. Have you reconsidered? Will you aid the knights in our duty, containing this evil in the keep?
Okay, I might. Tell me what you want. Our need is obvious then. We need a group to enter the keep and descend to the lower vault, so that they may repair the mystic seals. Might you do this, Myra? What kind of creature is imprisoned here? We do not know. Helm called it the Imprisoned One, only saying it was a being of great cunning and power, enough so that Helm himself was forced to deal with it. Interesting. A god was forced to deal with your Imprisoned One. No ordinary apparition, this. If enough of the seals remain unbroken, however, the Imprisoned One need not even be encountered. We just do not know. That is why our need is so dire, Myra. Okay, what's in it for me? Our duty is not yours, of course. We would gladly compensate you for this task. The knights have items of power and much gold. All of it is yours if you succeed. Okay, sounds cool. I'll help. You'll aid us? Ah, praise to Helm! Praise Helm, he has answered our prayers. Thank you, Myra. Brother Pole will give you what you need and explain. Come, let us ascend to the top of Watcher's Keep.
Here, we are atop the ancient prison at last. Before us is the entrance into its first level, the first obstacle towards reaching the lower vault.
Okay. In order to enter, as well as leave, you'll need the proper holy symbol. Talk to Brother Pole. He is our elder and can give you what you need as well as answer any of your questions. I know a fair amount of lore about the old seals within. The evil that has infected this place, however, that I know little about. Any supplies you need can be acquired through Sister Garlina. You may have access to all the resources of our order, Myra, at a fair price, of course. Would that we were wealthy enough to offer it to you for free. May the Vigilant One walk by your side, Myra. I pray that your god's blood lends your power enough to ensure your success. We all do.
Ugh, my legs are just aching. I've never walked so much in my life.
Oh.
Can you rest now?
Alright, let's see what she's got to offer. You may have access both to our healing skills and supplies, as well as whatever equipment we have in store, Myra. Come, I will show you what you have available in our stores. Okay, potion, friends, Sword of the Mask. This blade is highly prized by those who serve the Shadow Lord, as well as any who engage in shadowy business. 15% chance to hit the target is entangled for 4 rounds. This is a short sword. And they have a +2 fireball set to. Magical bolts of fire. They don't really have any good high-level magic. It'd be nice if they had some armor. Oh, I suppose I could sell some stuff. Can sell this. An ion stone. We can sell this long sword. This halberd too. Poison throwing dagger. Oh,
It's just like I thought it would be. Helping others and doing good things.
okay, let's see what Brother Pole has to say.
Good date.
Helm's praises upon you, child, for your aid. As Brother Orden has said, there are 2 things you will need within, and I shall give them to you now. The first is the holy symbol that shall allow you to pass through the seals of the prison. Do not lose it, child. Without it you cannot enter the keep, or if you are within, you will be trapped forever. Eesh. The second is the ritual scroll which will repair Helm's seal upon the keep. It need only be read aloud in the presence of the Imprisoned One. You require no special training to do so. Reaching the Imprisoned One is a difficulty. Watcher's Keep was built many ages ago to contain great horrors that walked Faerun, but it was abandoned centuries before Helm restored its purpose. When Helm came to us, he asked half of our order to sacrifice themselves, to become spirits, guarding the keep and adding to the ancient seals that were already in existence. The spirits will guard against all who enter. They cannot be reasoned with. Add to this the evil which has been drawn to this place by the infection of the Imprisoned One. All these obstacles must be bypassed. When you finally reach the lowest level, you must open the final seal to gain access to the Imprisoned One himself. I do not know what state he will be in. Read the ritual quickly before he attacks. Have you any other questions for me then? How many levels are in the keep? I believe there are 5 separate levels within the keep, the 5th of which is the lower vault that allows access to the Imprisoned One himself. Each will have a seal that prevents access to the next level. I know little of what manner of seals are in place, however, or how they might be overcome. They are meant to prevent simple access, however, so unlocking the seals will not be simple. How do we get into and out? Let's see. Okay, the entrance to the first level is here at the top of the keep. You may only enter or leave through it, with the holy symbol in your possession, of course. The other levels all have doors that exit out of the side of the keep, but their seals may not be unlocked with the holy symbol from within, not from without. Once they are opened, however, you may re-enter through them. Why do I not just destroy the Imprisoned One and get it over with? Oh, no, 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 no. The Imprisoned One must not be killed. If indeed he even can be. Helm has strictly forbidden us from even attempting, although I do not know why. Perhaps death too would be a form of freedom. Anything else you can tell me about what lies within? Very little child. We have been into the first level, combating the creatures that assaulted us, but we were driven back before we could examine the first seal. It is an ancient archive and temple, long unused. It may be a temple to Helm, I do not know. I did not get enough time to examine everything. I would suspect, however, that the clerics that once existed within were able to access the second level in some manner. Many of the old tomes within seem to be in good condition. Perhaps somewhere there may be found more information on the other levels and their seals. Okay, so we gotta go read some books. Nope, I think that's everything. As you desire. Helm's blessing upon you, child. Alright, let's rest.
I can assist you.
And get ready.
I'll help however I can.
I am pleased at the progress that this ill-conceived group has made.
Alright. I think we're ready. Let's head inside. Okay, we got a door to the north here and one to the west. Let's take the side. Ooh. Strange runes of warding are inscribed on the floor and walls around the doorway, though whatever the purpose is to keep people out or to keep something in is unclear. A warning above the door proclaims, "Caged within these holy walls, the imprisoned one forever lies beneath." We have somebody alive in here? Let's go talk to him. Oh! Cold. So very cold. Ooh, that's kind of creepy. You know, I had a thought. I should have done this earlier. Yes. Actually, this should probably go to Nalia. Magical equipment. Alright. Which one is blocking her? This? Oh, it's probably that. There we go. Can't use that. Alright. Huh. Cool. Alright, let's... Inventory is full. Oh, wow. Alright. Nymph's tear can go in there too. I don't think we're going to need that anymore. I don't think we need the ward stone either, so let's move this stuff over here. Boy, my inventory is just a mess. We can put that there. This probably isn't going to be useful either. Alright, let's get everyone in the room here.
What can I do? Faster than take a fast pause.
My magic is at your
Alright, let's see if she is a little bit better at disarming traps.
what I can.
Hey. Damn. Well, can she look in this? Locked. Oh. History of Shadowdale. Seriously, I could read a lot of books. Oops. Can't disarm that trap. Can't open. Alright. Hey, there's a weapon in here. Ooh, a wand. Wand of Sleep. This wand will emit a gold beam of energy at its targets up to a maximum range of 80 feet, affecting a 30-foot radius. If the target creature fails their save versus wand, they will fall into a deep, comatose sleep for 2 turns. We also have this over here. Alright. Let's knock it open. And who's gonna be our guinea pig here?
I shall go forth. Of
Let's
course.
send good old Ottoman in here. Oh, chain lightning. Now we got some antidote. I don't really.
Point the sword, and I shall strike.
Interesting. I want that. I'll take the arrows. Don't really want that. Paladin's Bracers. Defenders of Justice are eager to acquire another tool which may be used to thwart the machinations of evil. However, these particular gauntlets can only be worn by a warrior of the purest of heart. I mean, that would be Keldorn, but Arrow of Piercing, Bolt +1. Alright. Back to Keldorn. Nice. I suppose I could take a look at these. Let's just see what they say. History of... Oh, wow. Oh. I'm not sure I want to read that whole thing. History of Shadowdale, the fall of Aasimar, the last drow marshal of the Twisted Tower. And there's like 7 of these. I could read the first one. The drow rule of Shadowdale lasted into the early 900s Dale Reckoning, when the increased human population in the area brought the Dark Elves into conflict with their now more numerous neighbors. The humans were the Dalesmen, who a millennium earlier had crossed the Dragon Reach and made peace with the elves of Myth Draenor, settling at the borders of the great woods that was the elven home. The drow soon found themselves under continual attack, and most of those who held overground settlements retreated back below. The last powerful drow leader was Aasimar, the marshal of the Twisted Tower in its last drow-held days. Aasimar oversaw the last retreat of the drow holdings in the face of a human uprising and held the citadel against a year-long siege. With supplies and slaves brought up from the Underdark directly into the tower, the drow could have conceivably held out forever. However, a human slave, family histories in the Dale indicate a number of possible individuals, poisoned the well in the tower, and the citadel was easily overrun. Aasimar's body was not found among the dead, leading some to believe that he escaped back into the depths to rejoin his people. Noting the fact that he would have had to explain to his matriarch how he lost Shadowdale, it is much more likely that, should Aasimar have survived, he went into voluntary exile, hiding from both human and drow. Given that this occurred only 400 years ago, it is certainly possible that Aasimar still lives. Interesting. Alright, let's...
If that's what you want.
Hey! We found a golem! That was... Of course, Myra gave him the death blow there.
Yes, whatever you desire.
This is a lot more exciting than any circus.
Okay, I'm thinking...
I await your need.
Yeah, let's just keep going and see what we run into.
Just ask. Naturally.
Nolia? Ooh, we found a troll. Oh, I like this. Let's see if we can sneak a fireball in there. Alright.
Where can I be? Very well.
I'll do it.
Fireball.
Uniques in Bear Them's name. Shall be done.
Ooh, we got a bunch of them. Spectral troll. Ugh. Alright.
Yes?
Boys and girls, get in there.
Yes. All right.
Keldorn did. Oh, I think this is gonna go.
How can I help?
Oh, wait a minute. We need to switch here to fire arrows. I think it worked. Yeah. Now we're gonna... Yep, roasted that one. I think there's a dead one right there.
I will do what I must.
Hard to tell.
Yes!
Come on.
With vengeance.
You will fall yet.
Do what I must. With vengeance.
You will fall
Come on.
yet.
Put a fire arrow into him. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. we go.
You will
Come
fall
on.
yet.
Polish this one off.
I'll help however I can.
Magic attack take him out? Immune. Damn, I can't remember what you need to kill him off. What was it? So it wasn't fire. Is it acid? There we go.
Very well.
Alright, we got like a huge ass library here.
I can once all this would have been beyond my imagination.
Oh boy.
But that was a long
Tattered
time ago.
parchment. Oh. Oh my goodness, it just keeps on going. Let's take these two. Tattered parchment. This fragment of an ancient and tattered scroll is inscribed with ornate calligraphy which reads, "And the sacred book shall be placed open upon the altar. Let the consecrated wisdom of the holy word bless the faithful. Let the bell ring forth a final time in joyous celebration of his name. Praise and triumphant to eternity's end. The ritual is complete." Okay. Elementor's Ecology's Appendix 3A. This time-worn tome is written by the sage Elementor, and apparently part of a much larger body of work, containing detailed studies of most of the strange creatures from around Faerun. The appendix seems to refer to newly discovered variations on normal breeds of creatures. Of particular interest, dense puddings. A relative of the slime and molds, this pudding is relatively normal except when exposed to electricity or fire. When this occurs, it splits into new puddings and can therefore be very dangerous. Fire trolls. A new form of troll thought to have been created by sorcerers, fire giants, for use as servants and guards. They are similar to regular trolls in most respects except for their lava temperature skin and burning touch. Once they are defeated, they can only be permanently killed by cold or acid. Fission slime. An offshoot of the slimes and molds. This particular slime will split into new and independent creatures when hit. It is vulnerable to fire, which will kill it permanently. Magic golems. This rare type of golem is formed from pure magical energy and is completely immune to spellcraft, as well as enchanted weapons. We've run into one of these guys before. To my knowledge, only weapons without enchantments have any effect on this creature. Marliths. While this is apparently a legitimate form of demon, it is one that only an exceptional few have encountered and survived. The Marlith is a six-armed demon with a human female front half and the back half of a snake. She is incredibly quick and deadly, and on top of her martial prowess with 6 swords, she casts spells as well. Fighters should beware. In addition to being immune to normal weapons and minor enchantments, this demon also likes to cast protection from magical weapons, which must be dispelled if a fighter is to have any chance with his armaments. Handwritten note. This brief note is written in wild, looping, haphazard script. The words seem to be almost nonsensical babblings. Short, medium, square makes big muscles. Loom. Okay. Oh, I like that. Oh wow, so much stuff I could sit here and read. Alright, let's give this to Ari so she can identify it. Golem Manual. This amazing tome contains theoretical musings on the construction and control of golems. It also explains how to use the manual to temporarily conjure a servant of assembled flesh, which will obey the creator without question. One must have a minimum intelligence of 16 to understand the contents. Chargeability: summon a flesh golem once per day. Interesting. I believe she has 16 intelligence. Yes, so Ari could technically use this.
My magic,
It's almost beneath me.
We got a box over here and a door. Some darts. Another tattered parchment. This fragment... Okay, good, it's not the first one. This fragment of an ancient and tattered scroll is inscribed with ornate calligraphy, which reads, "Let the bell be rung forth a second time in honor of the Holy One, and his name shall forever ring across the lands. Let the ritual candle be lit in honor of the Holy One, as his name shall forever be a glowing beacon to the faithful." That was in there, right? Yeah.
yeah, tell me all about it.
Alright, we got this door up
all?
here.
I'd hoped for more.
This level's rather large. Alright. Let's... send off our little scout here. There's nothing in this room.
Nothing to it.
That's interesting.
Just ask, I will.
I'm gonna open the door over here. Ugh, vampires. Don't like that.
Where can I be of most use?
Alright. Right.
It can be done.
No.
What can I do?
I stand amongst the righteous.
I mean, I could use Sunray on these suckers. Seems like kind of a waste.
How can I help?
Oh, geez, they're quick.
Only I could do as much for all.
Well, he can attack that. I don't care.
I try so hard.
Well, actually, if we're gonna do that, let's send...
You will
Well.
fall yet.
Never mind.
This is a lot more exciting than any circus.
Hey, why not? Ah, I was afraid of that. Oh god, are they just gonna keep coming back to life?
I'll do my best.
Okay, looks like only Kildorn was affected by that. Who's got the restoration? Alright, is
I
fatigued.
can assist you.
I will do what I can.
Alright, what do we got in here? Let's see what this says. It is too dark to clearly make out the statue before you. However, looking at it leaves you with the feeling that you are being watched. We got this over here. A bell. The parchments mention that. History of the Dead 3, History of the Dragon Coast, History of the Drow 1. Hey, I might read that one. History of the Drow, the Descent. We know very little of Ilthiri or Elves of the South. Before this crucial event, even then they were known as Dark Elves, for the hue of their skins. They dwelt in the jungles and hot forests of the south, a proud, warlike, culturally advanced, some sages of other elven people say decadent, folk. The Ilthiri attacked all neighbors, including other elven tribes. Their cruel raids and depredations, ordered by warlike nobility and the clergy of their two cruel deities, Guanadair and Loth, forced elves, human, dwarves, and others to ally against them. Defeated in a series of titanic magical battles, the Dark Elves fled into the underground warrens that they had earlier discovered. This event, known as the Descent, marked the end of the Drow as a surface-dwelling race. Okay, good that I paused there for a moment. Oh, our friend didn't last very long. Cool. Yay!
Ugh, my legs are just aching. I've never walked so
Lockpick
much
failed.
in my life.
Great.
Can we
We
rest
have
please?
Case of Plenty. Another one of those. Oh man. History of Shadowdale 13. History of Tether. History of the Bell in the Depths. History of the Chosen of Maestra. Now I'm out of space. Case of Plenty. The history of this magical case has long been forgotten, though it likely had something to do with the inexplicable but well-documented shortage of competent Fletchers during the time of troubles. Unlimited +1 bolts. That we can give to Keldorn. What is this? A bolt +3. Bolt. Bolt +2. This is garbage. That's... Alright, so we got... I think it was... Are these the same? Oh yeah, it's just a repeat. History of the Bell in the Depths. One of the great and mysterious sites is the Moon Sea area. The Bell in the Depths is connected with legendary Northkeep, an isolated kingdom that was the first great citadel of humankind in these cold lands. Northkeep was a great and magical city, and it was under the protection of these magics that humanity first began to press back the orc hordes and take command of the sea. The power of Northkeep made it an obvious target for orcs, giants, and other evil races. However, these creatures were not inclined towards sea actions, and Northkeep seemed safe until the day when, according to legend, 40,000 inhuman mages, shamans, witch doctors, and priests of all foul races gathered on the northern shore of the Moon Sea and began to chant, bringing the vengeance of their gods down upon the human interlopers. The gods, at least some of them, came and destroyed their priests for disturbing them, but also sank Northkeep beneath the waves. The upper reaches of Northkeep, its slender now broken spires, can be seen beneath the water by boats that sail nearby. This is not attempted often, however, as the region is said to be haunted by the original defenders of Northkeep, seeking company in their watch over the cold lands. On fog-ridden nights, the bells of the tallest towers, despite being submerged, can be heard as far away as hills far. Okay.
Yeah, very well. My map, it can be done.
What is this room?
Whatever you want.
If you're sure.
Hmm.
I'm waiting, if you say so.
Oh, interesting. What is this? Etchings on the dais portray a man in priestly robes chanting over an altar that holds a book, a bell, and a candle. Ah. I see. Okay. So the scrolls are telling us about a little ritual we're going to have to complete, but I don't know if I... Uh-oh. Wandering Horrors. Poison Mist. Okay, guys. Make quick mincemeat out of them. Well, that wasn't too bad. Okay, we got a door there, we got a door up here. Oh, this just takes us down back to the beginning. Alright. Let's open up this door here.
This should be fun.
Ugh, spiders. Let's back up a bit.
If that's what you want.
Righteousness shall prevail! At your order.
Alright, let's... Okay, cool. I don't think they're gonna live very long. Nope. Hey, there's... Oh, he's got friends. Ooh. Anomen, why did you run in there by yourself?
This
Ugh.
should be fun.
You need something?
I need you not to die.
Very well.
Yes.
Oh.
Where can I be of most use?
Switch her to that.
I will do what I must.
For the order!
No, that wasn't much of anything.
Here if it were properly cleansed and balanced.
Okay, we got 2 bookshelves in here.
How can I help?
Once all this would have been beyond my imagination. But that was a long
Wardstone,
time
huh?
ago.
History of the Vast, History of the Western Heartland. Oh man. History of Waterdeep. History of History of the Ulgarth. History of Waterdeep 2. History of Halrua. This stone looks as if it has been split in half. There is an inscription on it. 2 towers to ever guard the tomb. 2 wards to now enter the room. Alright, we got north and south.
Yeah, nothing to it. I can assist you.
It's almost beneath me.
Huh. Unlike the other rooms, there appear to be no monsters in here. The runes inscribed on the floor and walls just inside the door to this room are similar to those at the main entrance to the temple. We do have a box here. Hey, it's the other part of the wardstone. small shield. Can't combine them. Definitely running out of space here. Oh, another note. What books do we have? History of the Drow 1. History of the Drow 2. Oh. History. Gongalel, the Lost King. I can't even pick it up. Tattered Parchment. Place the book, bell, and candle upon the altar. Celebrate the holy name, forever praised and renowned. Summon the faithful. Gather at the altar. Witness his glory and triumph. Ring the sacred bell. As it is written, the ritual has begun. What? You guys, you can deal with that.
You shall suffer my wrath.
Yep. Okay, we got a table here. With a note I cannot pick up. Alright, we're gonna have to unload some of this stuff. I think Jahir is pretty free. Let's give this to her. Oh, that's... we can ditch that too. Some healing. Wait, why does she have that? Okay, whatever. Let's go pick up that stuff. This brief note is written in wild, looping, haphazard script. The words seem to be almost nonsensical babblings. Tough guy, long red circle is tough guy now. LTM. We have a key. King's Tier. History of Tether. Suppose I can read it. For the past 1500 years, Tether has had a single strong royal family ruling with absolute power. When a king died or became incapacitated, his oldest son took the throne. As the family trees of those close to power became more intertwined and complicated, there were the inevitable wars of succession and bickering over which second cousin was the true heir to the throne. Civil wars were brief, however, and once the fighting was over, the system returned to normal, until the next major dispute in a few hundred years or so. The established reoccurring cycle was broken 10 years ago. The current ruling family has been in power for over 350 years, so long that they had dropped their own family name centuries ago. No one even remembers it now, and simply called themselves Tether. King Alamander IV was comfortably ruling from Castle Tether, and the country seemed happy enough, but there was a broad current of dissatisfaction among the people of Tether. Non-humans were forbidden by law to own land, and since most rights and privileges accorded citizens were based on land ownership, they became second-class citizens as well. Things were especially bad for elves, who were driven deep into the forest of Tethyr by royal armies. Alamander IV took land away from rightful owners and gave it to the nobles, who promised larger contributions to the royal treasury. These social and economic inequities, coupled with several harsh winters and bad harvests in a row, made the time ripe for a change. It takes more than just a couple of lousy winters to dispose a king, however. It takes treachery as well. In the case of the fall of House Tethir, it took an ambitious general and an impatient royal heir. Prince Alamander grew tired of waiting for the robust Alamander IV to make room for him, so he struck a deal with General Nashram Sharbonith, commander of the king's largest army. While Sharbonith marched his army toward Tethir, bringing along a sizable group of angry peasants recruited with the promise of land reform, the would-be Alamander V downplayed alarming reports from the king's spies and advisors, silencing the most persistent permanently through murder or exile. By the time Sharbonith's army arrived and laid siege to Castle Tethir, it was too late for loyals to help. As Sharbonith launched a direct assault on the castle, using the expendable peasants as shock troops, a handful of elite soldiers let in a secret entrance by the prince would eliminate key guards and open the gates. At the same time, the prince, one of the few people allowed to see the king directly, would murder his father. A fire set by the elite troops would destroy evidence of treachery, and the general and the prince would emerge from the conflagration and announce a new joint government. The plan was executed perfectly, but only up to a point. Sharbonith double-crossed the prince. His men were much too efficient in setting the castle ablaze, and Prince Alamander, along with most of his fellow conspirators, died horribly in the fire. At about the same time, a spy planted on the general's inner staff by the equally duplicitous Alamander murdered the general and dissolved his body with a powerful acid before anyone could come to his aid. Damn. To make matters worse, everyone had underestimated the resentment the people felt for the royal family. Once Castle Tethir began to fall, there was no holding back the mob. In one night, the proudest, strongest castle in all the country was reduced to a smoking ruin. Everything of value, fine tapestries, plates and silverware, furniture, jewelry, weapons, clothes, armor, paintings, statues, etc., was either stolen, burned, or just ripped apart and stomped in the dust. As news of the fall of the royal family spread, so did the chaos. In what is now known as the 10 Black Days of Eliant, anyone known or even suspected of blood connection to the royal family was put to the sword. This led to some darkly humorous moments as social climbers who had bragged just a week before of being a sixth cousin twice removed of the royal aunt, tried in vain to convince an angry mob that they were only kidding. The nobles, who were the biggest supporters of the royal family, also came under attack, and some baronical keeps fell. Local leaders who had adequately distanced themselves from the Tethir family or were popular enough, or feared strong enough, survived. These surviving nobles became the initial players in the fight to decide the fate of Tethir. One thing was certain: any leader or type of government that too closely resembled rule under the Tethirs would not be accepted. Royalist became a dirty word in the Tethir society. The power struggle continued to this day, and there is no sign of it ending anytime soon. Whew, that was a mouthful. Take the gem into the gem bag.
My map.
Is that all? I
Okay.
hope for more.
Very well.
Let's head up here to the... Oh, I didn't check out these. The small plaque reads... Oh! And Ottoman just got freaking petrified. I'll fix that in a moment. In honor of Giltham, who served this library for many years with faith, honor, and duty, he loved nothing more than curling up by the kitchen fire with a good book. May his memory live forever. Wait, where is it? Alright.
I'll help however I can.
What?
Faster
Shall we
than
reform as a
Chitika
group?
Fastpaws.
I would enjoy your company on the road once more.
Yes. Oh, he's almost dead.
I am ready to act.
He can just heal himself. Damn traps.
I stand
I shall go
I wonder if
forth
I
at
have to
your
reset
command.
his kit too. Standard attack. Alright. Let's have...
Ready for anything.
Actually, let's move him back to where he was. Okay.
Just
Now let's check out the door. Ooh. Okay, we got no enemies in here, but a couple trapped. Nice. Let's see if we can disable this one too. Great. Oh, also locked. And we have... what the hell is this? Tinderbox ammo belt. Tinderbox. The long handle attached to this flint and tinderbox leads you to believe that it is specifically designed for lighting stoves, ovens, or hearth fireplaces. Ammo belt. This shoulder belt is ideally suited for holding sling bullets, darts, arrows, or bolts. Open. Oh. Actually. Hey, okay. Okay, unlock it.
Keep a wary eye.
Quiver.
One never knows the form that danger can take in a place such as this.
History of the North 5, History of the North 6, History of the North 7, History of the North 8. I don't know, guys, you want me to actually sit around and read all these things? Quiver of Plenty +1. The history of this magical quiver has long been forgotten, although it likely had something to do with the inexplicable but well-documented shortage of competent unlimited arrows. So this is similar to the one we had before, but fires out arrows +1 probably. That's an arrow +3. We could probably use that.
where can I be of most use?
It can be done.
Oh! Well, thankfully it didn't do a whole lot of damage. What the hell? Shoes. Oh, History of the North 9, 10. History of the Red Ravens. Sisters of Light and Darkness. What the hell do I do with these things? Oh, we got a door over there.
I'm waiting. What would you like?
How can I help?
I'm curious to see what this
I can
says.
do more if you need.
Okay, a plaque on the wall reads, in memory of Gilitham, the loyal archivist. He tended the fire, cared for the books, and sometimes even brought us our slippers. May his spirit endure forever. Kind of got this feeling it actually has. Let's save it, and then check out this door here. What the hell just happened? Oh! I don't like the looks of that. Guardian Golem. Whoa. Huh. So I'm guessing I could... if I touch this, these guys are going to attack me.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Do it.
Suppose I could use Sanctuary to come in here and maybe get it, and they'll leave me alone.
I can assist you.
I will do what I
Or
can.
we could get ready for battle.
Point the sword, and I shall strike.
I like the battle thing. So let's Let's suit up. Call Woodland Bean.
My magic is at your command.
Let's give us some
What can I
a little bit of backup here.
Yes?
All right. I think we're good to go. Let's
It
check
can
this
be done.
sucker out. Okay. There is an inscription on the sarcophagus. Here lies our faithful servant. Despite a somewhat suspect memory in his later years, he served with duty and honor. If you wanted, you could move the heavy lid and peer inside the sarcophagus. Okay. You push the heavy lid aside, but before you can inspect the contents, there's an angry roar. You sense you have business to take care of before you can properly examine the inside of the sarcophagus. Yeah, these guys are gonna be pissed off. Oh, maybe not. Oh, crap. Frickin' liches.
You should not have come to this place.
For 1,000 years I slept in peace, forgotten by the world beyond these temple walls. Now you dare disturb my eternal rest? Oh, I see you have brought my slippers. How thoughtful. May I have them? What the hell? Yeah, sure, take the slippers. I apologize for my undeserved reaction. I will take my slippers and let you finish your work here. Look through the sarcophagus if you wish. Oh, that's funny. Inside the sarcophagus lies the remains of the old priest's possessions. Woven into the sleeve of his ceremonial robe is... Okay. Is the following. Holy Ritual, Chapter 12, verse 14? You make a mental note of it. Oh, open the portal to the temple's lower levels. Where is it? Quests. Damn it, where? It says I make a mental note of it, but where is it? Oh, this is different. Maybe this is it. Regrettably, the old priest could not remember the holy passage to be read during today's service. His noble soul is willing, yet his aging mind fails him in his hour of need. Perhaps the discreet embroidering of the appropriate chapter and verse into the sleeve of his ceremonial robe will alleviate future embarrassments. Except I don't see a damn thing. Ah. Huh.
Very well.
So there was also this guy. I wonder if there's anything I can do for him. See if he says anything. No? He wants me to light a fire, right? He's cold. Where's the fireplace? I don't actually see anything anywhere. Oh, there's a door up here I haven't gone in.
By Torm, I shall strike you down!
Mustard jelly.
You wouldn't hurt a lady, would you?
Okay, now we're actually getting somewhere. Now they don't really seem to be able to hurt us. Hey, that looks like a fire. Now we got some more shelves in here.
Just
Oh.
naturally.
I already got slowed. History of the North. 2, 3, 4. Locked. Okay. Well, we got a wand out of it at least. History of the Drow Part 2. I said I was going to read that one. Faithful Coin. March of the Giants. History of Moonsea. I think we read that one. Wand of Heavens. I believe we've seen that before. She can't even use it. Yeah, look, we got 2 of them now. Anyway, History of the Drow, the Dark Wars. The warlike Drow nature did not change when they escaped their surface foes during the descent. In fact, they immediately launched a series of wars to establish territories in the Underdark. They began by stealing and seizing dwarven magical items and using them against the dwarves, establishing an enmity that is still strong today. The Drow then fought among themselves, noble against noble, priest against priestess, for rule of their new realm. This all-out war ended amid great magical explosions that brought down the roof to the largest dwarven cavern that they had seized, Great Barrendin, something like that. The ceiling collapsed entirely, burying many Drow in the shattered dwarven cities. The cavern, now open to the sky, became known as the Great Rift. The surviving Drow nobles gathered what people, slaves, and equipment they could seize, and fled into the Underdark in search of places to dwell. The scattering brought about many rival, self-interested cities where most Drow live today. We got a little chest over here. We have a candle. Some coin. I'll pick that up. Bolt +3. Arrow +3. Alright, so we've got
Where can I be of most use?
oven stove here. Let's try it. The soot-blackened stones of this ancient fireplace are evidence that it was once well used. The hearth is undamaged, and the fire could possibly be lit again if the proper tinderbox could be found. Let's save. And light it up. Yay! 4,000 experience. Oh, there he is! Ah, few things in life are as fine as the simple pleasure of a warm fire. Who are you? I am Giltham, the temple archivist. I look after things around here, mostly maintaining the library and waking the old priest for services. But I was not expecting visitors. It seems as if the outside world has abandoned us. It is just myself and the old priest here now, wandering amongst the dusty archives. Could you tell me something about the old priest? There's little to tell. A good man, though he has become forgetful in his old age. Perhaps you could speak with him. His chambers are near the northeast corner of the temple. Approach him with caution. He has developed quite the temper. When I wake him up in the morning, the only way to calm him down is to have his favorite slippers ready and waiting. We already discovered that. What about the dungeon below the temple? Do you know how to get in? To open the gate, you must first perform the ritual, but only the brave or foolish venture beneath, for there are dark secrets buried under the temple. I wonder if you can tell me. I'm a little rusty on how the ritual works. Can you refresh my memory? Within the archives, we once kept a sacred scroll describing the ritual, but lately things have gone missing. I apologize for this. Perhaps you should speak to the old priest. Okay, thanks for your advice. We gotta be going. I would offer to give you a tour of the library, but it is so nice and warm by this fire, I hope you understand if I prefer to stay right here. Hey, Meyer leveled up. She gained 3 hit points and lore increased by 1. What? No taco increase? I got a new ability. Don't I already have that? Huh. Resist magic. Gives you 50% magic. Yeah, let's take that. Level 23. Alright guys, I am going to end the episode here. Next time we're going to probably see if we can perform the ritual. I hope. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.